What's up, guys? This is Josh from We Are Machine. I first wanted to say thank you to everyone who took the time to check out my review of Gerd Janssen's See Me Not remix from last week. In case you missed it, I provided a link in the description so you can check that out. Before we get to this week's spotlight track, I first want to let you guys know about the latest exclusive premiere being hosted at We Are Machine, which you can check out now. It's an ambient track by the Hamburg-based artist Ultradian. The track is called Tantuple, and it's part of his Monomial EP. It's being released today by the Futurepast label as part of their Alternative Earth series. Got all that? Instead of just providing the audio, Ultradian has actually shared a video of a live performance of the track, and it's pretty fascinating to watch him manipulate his live setup of synths, sequencers, and effects while listening to the piece. So check out Ultradian's live performance of Tantuple at the link in the description if you're in the mood for some deep ambient music. And again, that's out today on Futurepast. This week's spotlight track is a new remix of a track that originally featured on Joseph Capriati's Artist album released in September of last year called Metamorphosi. While his 2013 album for drum code called Self-Portrait was definitely more cohesive as an artist album, Capriati is without question a lot more daring on Metamorphosi. The album, of course, features some of the driving techno that Capriati is most known for on tracks like Goa and Psychic Journey, but the album's intention really was to showcase the Italian DJ's range, taking in some eerie electronica, some aggressive breaks, and even a chunky house collaboration with none other than Louis Vega. Now, in a year that kicked off in truly horrific fashion for Joseph as he dealt with an unspeakable family situation that left him briefly fighting for his life in early January that I'm not going to go into here, Capriati will be releasing 4 installments of remixes from his Metamorphosi album, with future reworks coming from the likes of Anna, Carl Cox, Dave Clark, Francois K, Masters at Work, and Matthew Johnson. The first wave of remixes lands today in a package that includes some club-ready bombs from the likes of Oxia as well as Frank Weidman along with Toto Chiavetta. It is the patience and it is the clarity that Steve Rachmad displays in his remix of Love Changed Me, featuring Eric Kupper along with the gospel-infused vocals of Byron Stingily that move the needle for me. And that's why it is my spotlight track of the week. For me, the original mix of Love Changed Me just gets a bit crowded with lots of vocal layers, the piano, the synths, and some of those deep house chord changes just felt a little rough to my ear. Rachmad's remix, on the other hand, has this slow simmer to it, and he really takes his time to focus on each of the individual elements separately on top of this really playful bass line. The remix nearly feels like a dub as Rachmad only spotlights Stinglily's vocals as an accent, which kind of helps to keep their freshness intact as opposed to the original mix, which can feel a bit oversaturated. Rachmad establishes the mood with those thick and lush backing vocal embellishments before layering in the chord changes and that breezy trumpet solo. He still gives Stingily plenty of space to do his vamping thing while layering in the octaves of the keys, which creates a natural build and peak to the remix. Now, the deeper approach on this remix is, of course, only one aspect of Rachmad's sound. His 135 BPM techno remix of Capriati's Psychic Journey is probably a bit more in line with what followers of the Dutch DJ and producer have come to expect over his 25-plus year career. As I mentioned earlier, more volumes of remixes are scheduled, and Rachmad will be delivering another remix under his Sterac Electronics alias, and that one promises to be more aggressive, no doubt. So give Steve Rachmad's Love Changed Me remix a spin at the Beatport link in the description. Let me know what you think in the comments. It's out today on Joseph Capriati's REDIMENSION label. I'm Josh with We Are Machine, and I'll be back next week with more Spotlight tracks. Thanks.